Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and tonight we're discussing virginity, whether it's people who have decided not to have sex since birth and are waiting for whatever reason, or born-again virgins, if you know what those are, and the myths around virginity. Like, what exactly does it mean to be a virgin? Well, joining me on the couch is my dear friend, Malia Carruthers. Thanks for being here, boo.
Thank you for having me.
And you are someone who's decided not to have sex until you want to, right?
Yeah.
So what are your parameters?
A lot of people think you're 25, you're still a virgin, you're waiting for marriage. For me, that's not necessarily the case. Like, I'm just waiting until I like somebody.
Until you like someone?
Yeah.
So you haven't liked anybody?
No.
Nobody who's worthy?
No, because...
Are you picky?
I am, but also I don't give people enough time. Like, I've always been busy since I was young, like just running around, just doing things. So I never cared to truly like someone, but I also think it just stems back to like youth. Girls are always told, do not like care to follow little guys around or things of that nature. So I think it built that guilty conscience in my mind. So anytime I thought that I would like someone, I kind of like stopped myself because I felt guilty for liking them. And so I never decided to go deeper.
So this isn't religious for you. You're not waiting until you're married. So where are you now? Like, are you dating? Are you talking to people? Are you on the dating apps?
So you may see my profile, but I'm not active. I don't know. Dating is, so I'm also new to Houston.
Right.
Which a new city comes a lot of different vibes. However, a lot of people here are aggressive. They really aggressive here.
What do you mean by aggressive?
Like,
go ahead, give it to me.
Give it to you?
Yeah, what'd they say? What are they saying?
Girl,
You on the couch, this is the couch confession.
One guy, he came on very strong, and he wanted to please me orally.
He just said, let me please you orally?
Yeah.
Were you guys like on the dating apps texting?
No, I met him in person, and it really wasn't even that deep for me because I already have like a lot of homeboys. I have a lot of guy friends.
Yeah.
And so when I first meet you, I'm not, let's hook up. Like, no.
It's just a regular Joe Schmo, a friend.
Yes. And so that's what I thought was going on, but it wasn't given that for him.
He was
and he said he likes to eat.
Oh, he likes to eat. Okay. So obviously that's not somebody you're gonna, let deflower you.
No. Because yes, you have to have certain qualities. And at this point, like, you can't just give it up. Like,
yeah. I mean, you've waited this long. Your standards are set. You have your boundaries.
Yes.
So when people hear like, oh my God, Malia's a virgin, what is the reaction you get?
So if you know me, a lot of people are like, yeah, I can see that. So
really?
It's just, yeah. But for some guys, just because it's uncommon, they're like, you're lying. However, I can say I don't really deal with a lot of guys that think that I'm lying, maybe because they're just mature. They just like, I respect that. Okay. And so you get a lot more respect, I guess. Well, I don't know because I'm not the other person.
Do they pursue you in a different way, do you feel? Or do you feel like they don't pursue you because you don't have experience? So
I never experienced someone saying, like, I don't want to talk to you because you're a virgin. However, I have, like I mentioned, a lot of guy friends. And my guy friends, like, I cannot date anyone that's a virgin because I want someone that has experience. I'm grateful and thankful enough that anybody I talk to, they've never been like that. They like, I respect that. It's cool.
And so how do you feel about virgins? Do you feel like you could be with a male virgin?
No. Well, I could be. Okay. Listen.
So you want to lose your virginity to somebody with experience?
Yes.
Interesting.
Only because I done waited this whole time. I need someone to know what they doing.
Now both of y'all trying to figure it out.
We both can't be. No, we both can't be doing that.
Yeah, someone's got to be teaching somebody.
But like, no shade to them. I'll give them a try. I don't want to do it. No, I'm gonna stay right there. I don't want to do it because. What are we doing? I probably literally asked that question in the midst of it.
You don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all pointing Spider-Man like.
And we both gonna have to consult to other people, and I'm a private person, and so if we're consulting other people, then it's not
too much.
Yeah, so let's leave it at that. However, I do not want a guy that's been with a lot of people as well.
No high body count.
Actually, that really don't even, I used to be like that, but that doesn't even matter anymore now, because it's like,
Get your
am I
experience.
even going to ask that question? I don't even think that's a question, like how many bodies you got.
Is there any religion that plays into this, or that's got nothing to do with it? Into this decision? Like,
Yeah.
whether you're religious or not, does that play a part in?
No, I honestly don't think so.
Okay.
I think if it was about religion, I would have just kept it on going until marriage. But no, not too. Yeah, it's just like I just really want to enjoy someone's presence, and I really have to be stimulated. Well, also, I'm not sexually just attracted to people in general. Like when I first meet someone, I'm not, this guy is so fine, this guy is so attractive to me. It's always like I have to get to know you on a deeper level. And then once I get to know you on a deeper level, then you can become attractive to me. But everyone is just at a baseline when I meet them. And I think that helped me stay a virgin for longer, because I'm not, oh my gosh, I need to.
Oh my God, he's so fine. And
Yeah. No.
So when you say you're lusting for people, though, is that side of you kind of starting to come out, and that's why you're on this journey of self-discipline?
Yeah, partially. But like this, and I tell people, this is not an easy journey. Like, and then when you look like me, gorgeous.
Fabulous.
Let me stop. But it's very tempting, and it is like you get in certain situations, or if you stay in certain situations, those temptations come and, you know, you want to see what they do. But yeah, I caught myself doing that just from like talking to someone, and I have zero interest in this person to be like actually for real with them.
Yeah.
And then like I noticed that was happening, and I'm just like, no,
You need that connection.
need the connection.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to continue this conversation, but first, after the break, my guy Andy's coming over because he's making a sexy virgin cocktail. Stick around. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because my guy Andy Charlton is here. And you're going to do what? You're going to back that glass up. You didn't want to say it with me, Andy.
I'm sorry, it's the English in me.
And you've actually got a virgin cocktail for me.
We've got Liar's non-alcoholic spirits.
Oh.
It's an Australian company. It's made in the UK and Canada and also Australia. They do a whole range of different substitutes for alcohol, be it an agave substitute, a gin substitute, in this case, an amaretto substitute.
Ooh.
Some bourbon as well.
Okay, so you're making an amaretto gin?
An amaretto sour.
Oh, I'm here for it. I haven't had an amaretto sour on the show.
People say that with non-alcoholic cocktails, they can be a little bit thinner. So a sour is a great way to increase the viscosity there. We use an egg white just to help thicken the drink up a little bit.
Make it creamier too.
Yes.
So sours, what really goes into a sour? Is that just like citrus?
Traditionally, a sour is a classic sour is lemon, simple syrup, an egg white, and a spirit.
Oh. So whiskey sour has the same ingredients
Yeah.
as an amaretto
Yeah.
sour. Obviously, the spirit is different. And why would you choose Liar's? Why do you like Liar's?
So Liar's is made in the UK, but it was first started by two Australian guys who are living over there.
Yeah, I'm hearing that it's made everywhere but the US. But it's still affordable.
They're only a 3-year-old company.
Oh,
I think
wow.
they started in 2019, 2020-ish. So they're very, very young, very, very new to the market and expanding very rapidly.
Yeah, and they already got a fan out of you.
Yeah.
And I love your cocktails, so I know it's got to be good. I went and visited Andy at Rhapsody Bar during the World Cup. He came here for a World Cup segment. And I've turned into a mezcal lover. And you knocked it out of the park, my friend.
Thank you so much. We've got a new menu dropping very soon with, I think, 4 or 5 different mezcal cocktails.
Oh my gosh, dry January's gotta end, girl. I'm talking to producer Hobby because she's a mezcal girl too.
It finished. The menu launches on 1st of February. Just in time.
Just in time for the end of dry January. We're gonna still have some mezcal.
So egg white cocktails, you give them a dry shake just to kind of emulsify the egg.
Okay.
That gets the creaminess going.
You know, I was gonna ask if that was a mistake, but because I knew you knew what you were doing. Or did. Ooh, that is not the color I was expecting.
And then egg drinks, they always have a very, very slight eggy aroma to them. So we add just a touch of bitters.
Hold on, spray bitter?
Yep.
Hold up.
Normally we'd use Angostura, but because we're doing dry January, we're using the P Brothers non-alcoholic bitters. And also normally we'd use a maraschino cherry. These are Amarena cherries. Maraschino cherries generally are rested on alcohol. Amarena is a non-alcoholic cherry.
Hold on, first of all, I just learned that bitters are actually alcoholic. I didn't know that. And I did not know that those cherries had any alcohol too.
Nor did I before putting the latest menu of Rhapsody together.
So this is a virgin.
So this is completely virgin.
All right, I'm not waiting for you to take yours. I'm gonna go. This is actually quite beautiful. I don't know if we can zoom in on this, but it's real pretty, okay? But I'm gonna make it unpretty because I gotta drink it. Oh, that's divine. I love it. I love a whiskey sour, which I haven't had on the show, but this is, oh, I do taste the almond.
Yeah, it's not
but very
too
subtle.
overpowering.
Okay, I have to ask, so this cherry, am I supposed to eat it?
Yes.
At the end, during, after?
I would say to the end.
Do I stir it? Oh, let me pop that cherry, shall I? Keeping the theme of the show, maybe not. Thank you, Andy. Y'all can check them out at Rhapsody Bar. I'm gonna continue drinking this while you sit right there, enjoy the commercial break, as the conversation continues. Stick around. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Andy had to go, so I don't have any more of the amaretto sours, but I do have a cherry popper, thanks to my girl, Lady MaCallan, our sexpert.
Right.
And you actually brought along your gynecologist, Dr. Lauren Spoo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you guys heard our conversation, Malia and I, and in the break,
Yeah, so you heard me talking. Yeah. Okay, so what you were describing as your sexuality is actually called demisexuality. Basically, you have to form a mental connection with somebody before you catch feelings, as you were, right? So I have the same thing. I don't look at somebody and lust after them. I think, oh, they're really hot, they're really pretty, but it's never like, oh, I want to do them. It's never like that. Is that how you feel about it?
Yeah, but I don't even find them hot. Like, a lot of the times, it's never... Like, I talked to my childhood best friend, and I ain't never been the person, like, that person was fine.
Yeah.
Literally never been that person.
Okay, so yeah, that is 100% demisexuality. You have to form more of a actual, I guess, more spiritual, mental connection with somebody before you find them sexually attractive. And that's actually pretty common.
So is this term something new? I never heard of this.
See, I thought I was weird when I was in high school, right? I didn't know what it was called. I had no idea. I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, maybe I'm broken. And then, you know, I just found somebody when I was 16, 17, and I got to know this person, and it was like the lust, and I'm talking about hardcore lust kicked in, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I'm not broken, but there wasn't a word for it then. But now, when my friend told me, hey, you're demisexual, I was like, okay, cool.
Malia, do you feel like you're broken?
No, because I've always been focused. So I never paid attention to it too seriously. And then all of my friends were dickmatized. Like, and I'm like, girl, it's not that deep. And so I never wanted to
same way.
go down that route. Like, it's never that deep. And I'm also like just a very dominant masculine person that I don't like to be any type of sub anything to anyone. So I never cared to like follow, be under someone in that sense.
Now you know, you're a demisexual.
You are demisexual.
Speaking of this cherry popper, what exactly is losing your virginity?
So losing your virginity is really based on an individual's perspective on what that is. And it varies by culture, it varies by the person. I don't think there's ever going to be an actual definition of virginity.
Because there's no biological thing that happens.
Right, yeah.
We don't really pop cherries.
So speaking of the myths, that's definitely a myth. The bleeding with the first vaginal penetration is not something that regularly happens.
And
It's so
sometimes it can
shocking.
even
Okay, so,
indicate a problem.
I mean, that's all you hear about is the bleeding.
It shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen.
So this is
Yeah.
okay. Thank you for preparing me for my first time because I didn't know. Like up until her saying it, like I literally did not know that was a thing or that was wrong.
That was wrong. So
Yeah.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
be bleeding. It should be. That's a rare occurrence.
It can happen. Depends how, I guess, rough it is the
Right.
first time, and if there's lubrication and
That's the
the
first thing I
size,
teach
and
in
it
kink
also, it also
lubrication.
depends on the size of the hymen, and some women have different size hymens or
What
remnants.
is the hymen? Oh my God, I feel like I should know this, but I don't know. What is the hymen?
So the hymen is a remnant of the vaginal tube. It actually develops as when we're embryos, and in the second and third trimester, the very end of the vagina starts to dissolve. And in some people, it dissolves all the way. In some people, it actually doesn't dissolve at all, and then people can have an imperforate hymen, where nothing can come out of the vagina, including menstrual blood, mucus, and then it usually presents when girls get their first menses or their first several menses and they start having pain and things build up. So the size of the hymen, it varies for every
you could
woman.
not even have one, right?
Right.
You can be born without one.
Yeah, it could have completely disintegrated.
So we're looking on the chart, like
When T.I. took his daughter to go get her hymen checked, was it T.I.? I think it was
Yeah.
Yes,
it
it was
was.
T.I.
T.I. Who took his daughter to go get
Yeah.
checked? What is the
So
doctor
that
looking
is
for?
such a myth too, and there's actually been a lot of studies that looked at that,
Yeah.
including can doctors or can anyone evaluate someone's virginity based on their opening of the vagina called the genital hiatus, or how much hymen they have, or the finger test they call it. They say if you can put a finger or two fingers, that means they're a virgin, but none of the studies have ever been able to discern is someone a virgin or not a virgin based on that.
that's
Yeah.
really interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm shook. I am so shook
There's
because
so many I mean, what is virginity though? What is virginity? Like, what do you
well, for me, it
define?
was getting your cherry popped. Like, as
Yes.
soon as your cherries popped, which,
No, I learned very quickly in the kink community with any kind of penetration, if you use enough lube, if you get them to relax enough, vaginally, anally, orally even, there's not supposed to be pain unless you want it to be
painful.
Even like, I mean, the same thing with men and anal virginity, right? If you shove something in, it's going to bleed. If you ease something in with enough lube and enough actual delicate care, there should be no pain. If there's pain, you did it wrong, unless, once again, you're trying to cause pain. That's a completely different topic, though. This is not about virginity.
but Malia, I mean,
Yeah,
these are
I'm
things
like,
she's got to
listening to
know.
these.
Like,
Yeah,
Yes,
you need to
right.
know. If somebody takes the
Whoa.
care and the time to like ease you into it, it's not supposed to hurt. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Don't listen to anybody else, okay? Listen to me and the doctor, okay? Have them give you an orgasm before. Try to relax and get lube. Lube. Good lube, okay?
Okay, good lube.
Dr.
ease-
Spoo is
and
nodding.
ease it in.
Everyone should just have it in their bedside.
Yes,
it's not
everybody.
shameful. It's
Everybody
just
should have lube.
either that or
Everybody.
foreplay. That's
Both.
the key. Both.
Both.
Ain't
Yes.
nothing wrong with both. Well, when we come back, the conversation continues. My jaw's been on the floor this whole conversation, so I hope you're learning along with me. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been discussing virginity and the various myths that have been debunked here on the show, and I am losing my mind of how much I've learned with Dr. Spoo, Malia Carruthers, and Lady MaCallan. Doctor, what are you finding your patients saying, when they're curious about losing their virginity, or they've had intercourse and they're like, maybe I want to be a born-again virgin, like what's changed down there? What are you seeing? What questions are being asked?
So the most common thing I hear is, well, first of all, like we were saying, the fear of exams, fear that it's going to hurt, like you were asking about. But I think Lady has explained that a lot. Or maybe they've had vaginal intercourse once or twice, and then they go a long time without having it, and they're scared that their partner in the future is going to know that they're not a virgin, or that it's going to feel different, and like, what is my vagina? What changes about my vagina after I have intercourse or penetration? Really, the answer is nothing. I have women that have had
vaginal births and their vagina, if I put it next to someone who is a virgin, I would never know the difference.
Wow.
It just depends. Everyone's different. Yeah.
Like, fun fact, like men talking about how women's vaginas are loose and that's a bad thing. When she's relaxed and happy and having fun, it relaxes. That's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
it's too tight, then you're doing something wrong, fellas.
And gets engorged and
Yeah.
more lubricated.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. That's a good play for Kegels. I'm all
For
about
real.
the Kegels.
Yeah, Kegels are great.
Yeah.
Malia, I'm proud of you on your journey, and
Yes.
now you're armed so that this first experience for you is going to be.
Listen, my
Luke.
mind is shocked. Okay,
Girl,
this
same.
is sex ed on the couch. Thank you for welcoming us into your house.
Oh, yeah.
For this sex ed
I learned it was sex
conversation.
ed for me too. I want to bring this sex ed for y'all. Please slide in our DMs and let us know, because I learned a lot and I have all these parts that I didn't know. Bro, I thought my hymen changed. It didn't change. My vagina's still the same. This is crazy. All right. Well, cheers to you. Thank you for enjoying this conversation with us, and cheers to y'all for coming on and
Cheers to popping cherries.
to popping cherries.
Oh, wow.